What's going on, dudes? It's your boy Andy the Nomad, and I'm actually walking through the streets of Tokyo right now. But in this video, we're gonna talk about how to quit your 9 to 5 job. Nobody wants to work. Everybody just wants to, just I guess I don't know. Do people want to just live off the government nowadays? I don't know about you guys, but I can't do it. I cannot live off the government. I am way too prideful. I don't like the government. I don't. And yeah, so I just, yeah. Well, anyways, I'm gonna tell you guys how to safely quit your job so that you can have more time for yourself and start looking for another job or do whatever it is that you gotta do, right? Um, so let's go ahead and start with the reasons that most people quit their job. So most people, like if you go online right now on TikTok, on YouTube, there's like a lot of videos of people talking about, oh, I just quit my job and I don't care what happens next, right? How you gonna survive, dummy? Good luck with that. You know, um, there's people that just quit their job emotionally, and that's a bad idea. It's a very, very, very bad idea because whether if you're working or not, you're still gonna have to eat. People forget about that. I mean, unless you live like in a farm or something where you can live off the land for free. Even then, you still have to work the land to, for it to give you fruit. But anyways, so here's the game plan. You never ever ever want to quit your job emotionally. That's just a horrible idea. What you want to do, you gotta save money, right? And some people are thinking, oh well, how do I save money? I can't do it. Blah 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 blah. Well, there's ways to go around it. I know that the most expensive thing that people are doing now is rent, right? And some of you are saying, okay, well, yeah, well, I spent too much on rent. I don't have money left over to save. Well, you can start by, lowering your rent, whether if it's moving back with your parents, moving with roommates, or you can, I don't know, there's a lot of people on the internet that are living in their cars. If you can find a way to make that work, there's a lot of people, man, there are some creative people out there. There's people living in a van, people living in their cars. They turn their car into like a little mini tiny apartment. People are very creative, man. People find ways to be creative. And if you can find a way to live in your car, you can save thousands of dollars. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I've never done it. I've never done it, but I have thought about it because it just saves so much money, right? The most costly thing that you will ever pay for in your life is rent. You know that most people spend like 40% of their income on rent? That's just crazy to me. That means like you make 50,000 dollars. 40% of that, like, yeah, 40% of that goes to rent. That's like almost half your money on rent. It's crazy. But what can we do? We gotta find ways to survive, and this is just one of the many ways. So, the first thing to do is lower your rent. Find a way to lower your rent. I don't care what you do, whether if you move out with your parents, move with roommates, live in your car, live in a van, whatever you gotta do, do that first. Lower your rent, lower your cost of living. If you had too many streaming apps like Netflix, Hulu, whatever, cancel, like, only use one streaming app. Choose between all the streaming apps, choose one. Or what you can do is just whatever shows you want to watch, just cancel your membership on that month and then sign up to the other one. So you never want to pay for a whole bunch of them at once. Because it adds up now, like now we're, video streaming was made to be affordable and an affordable option from cable TV, but now we're back in cable TV because now there's just a whole bunch of streaming services, right? And so yeah, just find ways to lower your bills. If you drive a car, try to get a lower, car insurance, do all that, and yeah. So whatever money is left over, right after you're done paying your rent, your bills, blah 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 blah. After you're done paying for everything, your groceries, whatever money's left over, save 80% of that. So if you have $500 left over, save like $400, right? If you're making $15 an hour, so you'll be making what, like $2,000 a month. That's pretty good. Try to lower your rent, and whatever money's left over, just save 80% of that. 80% every single month. And the amount of money you should have in your savings should be like 3 times your rent. So if your rent is $1,000, you should have like $3,000 saved in your bank, right? So whenever you do choose to quit your job, or whenever you do choose to not work, whenever you do choose to, I don't know, get another job, you have a backup. Anything happens, you have money to back you up. But you never just want to just poof, just quit, boom, right there. You need a cushion, right? You need a cushion. Most people, they don't have a cushion. You know that most Americans don't have $1,000 saved in their bank account. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. And I learned a very valuable lesson in the pandemic. The pandemic really taught me how to save. The pandemic really, really taught me a lesson on how to on income, on money. If it wasn't for the pandemic, I would be broke, because during the pandemic, I paid off $10,000 of credit card debt. I actually made a video on that. The video is in my channel, or maybe I just put a link here somewhere. Go look for my video. I paid off $10,000 of credit card debt. So yeah, go check that out. And I know it's kind of boring, but you have to be able to endure boredom. You have to be able to endure boredom, or just set like a tiny little budget, like $50, like maybe like 40, $50 every 2 weeks on like fun to go out to eat, or like, I don't know. One thing that you should be aware of is don't go shopping. That means don't go, whatever the new pair of shoes are, the new tablet is, whatever comes out, but whatever new technology or item that comes out, don't go and get it right away. If you want something that's like brand new, or like a new tablet or computer, wait like a year later, because usually those electronics go down by like 30%. You know, so yeah, I'm gonna stop the video right there. But look, never ever ever just quit your job out emotionally, because what are you gonna do? You gotta make a plan. Always, always, always make a plan. Once you have your $3,000 saved up, once you saved up enough money, like three months worth of rent, now you want to start planning. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna start a little side hustle? Am I gonna take like 2 weeks off, or just not work for like a whole month so I can build that side hustle? Am I gonna start applying for another job? Am I gonna like start studying something? What are you gonna do? Make a plan. Never ever ever quit your job emotionally. All right, guys. So I'm gonna leave it here. Whatever your thoughts are, be sure to comment below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for future notifications. It's your boy Andy the Nomad, and I'll see you in the next video. Godspeed.